Jesus Christ, could we just get...
Now through September 10th, Sky High Elegance
like NFL Red Zone.
The Air France Rendezvous.
We got ads.
It's time to book your flight to Paris at our best prices, only during the Air France Rendezvous, with daily flights from New York. And with Air France, enjoy a complimentary glass of champagne in all cabins. Elegance is a journey. Air France. Restrictions apply. See terms and conditions at airfrance.us.
Air France. Hey, there he is. Let me pop this out. What up, what up?
Nothing much.
Let me see. Will this work on my face cam, or do I have to... No, I have to disable it on OBS. God damn it.
Dude, the amount of ads on Twitch is crazy.
It's kind of nuts, ain't it?
They'll just keep... I mean, I saw, like, they're combating view botting, and it's actually, like, hurting them pretty bad, too.
Turn on face cam. There we go. Damn. All right, you got to check out the screen if you get the chance.
Stream?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the Elgato ticker.
The Elgato ticker, baby. Come on.
Oh my
Come
goodness.
on.
I actually really like it, I ain't gonna lie.
Figured you might. Chat right in the middle. Welcome, everybody, to episode 187 of the Crossover Podcast. Who says that competition's not good? All right? Because I saw the LTA report do something that I've been wanting to try and figure out for a long period of time, which was figure out how to do a very basic ticker on OBS, which is really not hard to do at all. But my lazy ass wasn't going to do it for some reason until I saw them do it. And I got a little bit pissed off that they did it before me. So now we got it. It's finally here.
I like it. I'm actually a big fan.
I kind of like it too. I like having the Elgato spot. That's the one thing we have that they don't, by the way. They are not catching up to us yet. They might have the Marn, the production wizard, on their side. We got the ads. We are the NFL red zone of modern era. They are the red zone of old.
Yeah. We have ads. I like that. The we have ads is great.
I have a
That's
typo in my
something else.
about me. I'll work on that. But how you been? You ready for Disney next week?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll get back to doing what I love again. And then I can watch more Disney stuff too afterward, which is nice.
I have one piece of Disney merch that you will never have, by the way. We had a summer soiree in the office today that was like all DTC finance or all DTC marketing,
Nice.
finance, everybody. Fully sponsored, drinks, lobster rolls, which were nice.
Nice.
I gotta be careful what I say about what was said at that event. But just know it was a good time.
Good.
Yeah, it was fun. So
They've
yeah,
dropped a lot of more park stuff too lately.
that I
They
can't
just
talk
keep
about.
coming. It's been almost this year's been wild. They've announced like I don't know, probably 15 projects for the parks. It's kind of
Damn.
insane.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah, like it. I mean, what Monsters Inc. has a ride, a restaurant, another ride, I think, and a theater, and then you have the other part, a ride, a show. They have another ride in that area, two rides, three. The other one they announced has two rides, and then they announced one for next year that's a show. Another area that's supposed to have three rides and two restaurants. I mean, that's at least 16 just off the top of my head. Things they've announced in the past year. That are, and it's obviously it'll take till like 2030 for it all to come out. Probably 2027-ish for some, 2030 for the rest. But I mean, that's a lot. And they dropped a ride this year, a reskin of Test Track. And a reskin of Country Bear. I mean, man, they're just building so much.
No comment.
The big news though is Walt Disney's coming to the East Coast. His animatronic is gonna be in Carousel Progress. That was big.
No comment.
Yeah.
Oh man, boy, do we got topics to get to tonight. We got a lot to get to.
Yeah, we
tonight.
do. I won't over talk about it.
The thing I will. Oh, one last thing that we have to talk about this non-League of Legends before we dive into the league stuff. College football last weekend. We haven't talked since you guys got your fucking ass beat by the Horned Frogs.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
My dad asked me the same question. How are you feeling about it? Because he's still like way deeper Georgia ties than me, so he still has his like baby boys he can fall to, and I mean I do too. But I'm obviously like in the family. I'm the only one who really wants to see Carolina football prevail. He kind of has always accepted they suck and he's just moved on with his life. I've not. But part of me was like, can you really be that mad? Like, the expectation of Bill Belichick I had was Either he does well here and I win, or I watch a man I absolutely disdain suck and get fired. And that's okay with me too. So right now we're on that path. I'm just watching a man I absolutely disdain ruin his legacy, get mocked infinitely by people. I can read the memes and laugh because I can sit here and be like, I do hate him, and this is funny. I'm happy to see a man I hate be mocked. And it gives me joy. And the only thing that like is if he turns it around, I win as well. So it is what it is. And I mean, to be honest, we switched out. We have 70 new players, so
Yeah.
and last year, I will remind people like this is actually a step up for us. Last year in week 1, we let James Madison University score 70 points. So holding Texas Christian University to 48, we're down 22 points. I don't know about y'all.
The age differential matching his girlfriend was
we're moving down. Yeah.
There's a joke to be made, but I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna make it.
You may see crappy football. What I see is a really good uptrend in defensive efficiency.
That's the most optimistic way I think you could possibly interpret that situation. Yeah. So I'll give you that. Fine.
We held him to 22 points less than last year. Yep. We're moving up.
You're moving up. You are.
Nah, they're junk. I mean, the good news is hopefully the shareholders, and by that I mean the donors, will realize that spending all the money on basketball is the right move, and we're a basketball school, and this is stupid.
Or if you want to go to the
SEC that bad, fine. Yeah, you can try.
And you can try. As of right now, B.
Well, it's week 1.
It is week 1, and we have the hardest 4-week schedule in college football history coming up.
Yeah, and both of your teams haven't won in like 20 years. This broke a 18-year streak or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it takes a while to get back to that.
It does. But when you're on top,
I mean, Carolina, before we got absolutely destroyed by the NCAA, we had 2 top 25 preseason teams when I was in high school, but then the NCAA destroyed us for cheating, and then 12 years later told Michigan, we think they cheated, actually. We know they cheated, and we just feel like it would be mean to punish them. So we've decided not to, actually. And we're going to fine them some money, which obviously, huge. I mean, just woe is them. I feel bad they got fined money. But we're going to let them keep all their scholarships. They're going to keep getting to compete at the highest level. And their coach is going to not coach the first 3 games of the year against the crappiest teams on their schedule. So that we think this is pretty good. We think we did a good job here. We're going to put this out there. And they did, and just nobody cared. Even though they actually did do way more cheating than anyone else did with paying players. Like, they had a guy scouting teams' defenses. That's kind of crazy. And I will remind you, they had a guy scouting teams' defenses, and they scored 10 points against Georgia. That's crazy. That's how good Georgia's defense was that year, might I add.
So would you say they would have been better off, I mean, if you're going to be in that situation, just taking somebody else's better player and bringing them in?
Oh, man. If you're in that position, I mean, yes. I guess, yeah.
I want to go there. Let's start the league side of things. Let's talk about Dignitas, which I've seen the spectrum of reactions today, which I've appreciated. For those that don't know the headline, Caney, their mid laner, was not traded. He was sold to Isurus, who's an LTA South team that is in the position that Disguise is in, where they have to defend their spot via promotion relegation. He was sold to them after Dignitas was eliminated from LTA North playoffs, when the tier 2 teams in Brazil, the LLA, and North America, their rosters are locked.
Yeah.
Huh. First and foremost,
is that confirmed timeline-wise?
Confirmed. Yeah, Disguise tweeted out not the exact date, but like the general timeline of like how it happened. And we got confirmation that yes, Dignitas 500 IQ move from them. As much as we shit talk Dig, well played to them.
Yeah.
Bakery gets +1 of the otherwise minus like negative list that's in the gutter at this point. He made some money for the org. That's that's a step in the right direction. But then there's the side of it that we're really at the point where we could technically, like, if anybody's eliminated from the LPL or LCK, you could loan them for promotion relegation to come over and defend the spot.
Yeah. You could pay them a good amount of money.
Who the fuck's running this league? Who the fuck? How are we still having the same goddamn problems that we had back in 2017 now? I don't hate on Isurus, to be clear. To reaffirm with chat, this is all Riot. This is entirely whoever made the rules at Riot. And now there's the discrepancy as well, because I tweeted out yesterday because people let me know that, like, hey, there's the overlap of the promotion relegation tournament and LCA finals. Well, now tier 2 teams don't even know when they're fucking playing because the tournament organizer for NACL told them the same dates that are on the Leaguepedia website that overlap with LTA finals. But then a Riot representative came out today and said, no, that's not correct. You'll be playing later, but there would potentially be a conflict with Worlds.
What?
What are we doing?
Why wouldn't you?
What are we doing?
Why wouldn't you put it during the break after finals to Worlds? That's not the plan.
There's an overlap in like the bar graphs that have like Worlds and promotion relegation. Like they overlap at like the very beginning. It's hilarious.
What?
It's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I was kind of busy at work today, so I didn't see all that. That's crazy. This was all dropped today?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All this shit happened today.
Okay.
It's just, who the fuck is running this league?
I mean, complete morons.
Like, this shit ain't that hard. It's really not. And the worst part is, like, here's what I don't want to see happen. I don't want somebody from Riot to come out and be like, hey, we messed up. We're sorry. It's a joint team effort here at Riot. All right? We all work hard and together. Somebody's got to get fired. Somebody needs to take responsibility for these fucking problems. And somebody needs to lose their goddamn job. I'm tired of saying it over and over again. I'm not pulling punches anymore. Whoever is making this comedy of errors, we need somebody to hold responsible for all this shit. It's just wild.
I mean, this is so confusing. How do they do all of this? How do you actually make most of these decisions actively? It seems like you would at some point think through any of it. I mean, just like some of it. How do none of them catch that this is weird? And these are the easy layups. Very easy layups to say, hey, we should put the promo relegation tournament during a time where there's no league on. Because that'll give people especially before Worlds, it kind of builds some hype maybe. Wouldn't that be the goal there? You would think. I guess not.
To Radley's point, he said, what if there genuinely are like 9 people responsible for bad decisions? Look, with where we're at the state of the league, I don't think it's a controversial statement to say I want house cleaned. Entirely. Like start clean house with management and start over. We can't even get the basic shit right. Like we can't get the really, really simple things right. And I don't care if you made 9 good decisions and you made one bad. If that, name me the 9 good decisions.
Yeah,
that's the problem. It's like, where's the good decisions? There's none, right now. There's
Not for
none.
NA.
No. Everybody that's touching North America right now, I'm just sitting here like, bro, I don't care if you want to finger points like this department's fucking up, which caused us to mess up. It's like, you're all fucking up. All of you. And if you can't pinpoint that blame, then everybody's to blame and everybody gets the same treatment. But I would prefer to get some sort of accountability and responsibility.
Yeah, Righteous Lowell had a good example. If the Fiesta Bowl was on conference championship weekend, heads would roll. Like, that's a good example. That's pretty much what you're doing, I guess. Like, if it was making the Fiesta Bowl during, like, important games.
Like, we're supposed to be sitting here, like, entirely talking about the upcoming games, the collapse from the past weekend.
Yeah.
And we once again have to come in and talk about, like, just bullshit behind the scenes over and fucking over again. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah, and I get what Bradley means. I mean, who's going to apply for him? But at this point, you just need to see who.
I would. I'll tell you right now, yeah. Like, if they clean house, I'm down. You need to pay me $130,000 to be very clear. But my price tag might be a little bit high for some, but that's New York money talking for you. So, like, better pay me money. But I'm down. I'll do it right now.
And it is like you can keep saying we can't get rid of them because who are we going to hire there? But at some point you have to look at the numbers. Like, the numbers just don't make sense.
No. And I challenge Cloud. I don't know if we want to have the format discussion or like the online versus in-person debates. I think we could save that for a little bit later. But like,
yeah, we could do it after.
He brought up the point of like, you know, where were conversations at 2 years ago versus now and everything there. It's like, brother, we got to start having some hard conversations about the money value that things cost, how much value they drive. Like, if we're truly in like penny pinching times right now, the money has to be a part of this conversation.
Yeah.
So
I do think you have to be realistic.
But we'll save that for the end. I want that to be like the final thing of today. Is there anything else on the tier 2 front that I'm missing? That headlines that we've got. I know Luminosity secured their spot in promotion relegation, so the familiar faces might get a chance at punching their way up.
Yeah, I mean, not too much. I don't think really. There's not too much like tier 2 that's really speaks to me right now.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched much of it at all. I've just been following like the headlines for the most part.
Yeah, most of the tier 2 talk right now I think is just about UG.
Yeah. Speaking of which, great transition to games this past week. Were you surprised?
You guys winning, not like too bad. I mean, I was impressed 3-0ing. I thought that was really good and solid by you guys. I was very, what is the word? I felt very, I guess, redeemed, and that's not that. What is it? I don't know. I just felt good about what Disguise did. After my whole rant and everyone called me an idiot, to then watch Disguise push Cloud9 pretty much to the edge, I'd say. As far as you can get somebody.
Yeah.
Without beating them. I mean, they had them very close.
They could have 3-1 had they not thrown the first game, too. That's the wild part.
Yep.
In the same way, like, and people are going to be like, oh, well, that doesn't mean anything. We literally sat here and validated C9 for fucking, a year, saying that they nearly could have won, or not a year, a split, saying that they could have won spring had Blabber not chucked it.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what you say. Like, this guy's punched above their weight. I think they should easily now requalify for next year. I don't see anybody touching them.
If Castle's playing like that,
and Huhi,
Fake God is in trouble.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and Huhi. But it's just I'm just thinking about Fake God versus Castle not be good. And Rahel looks really good, and I don't know, man. If you're running tactical Fake God into that, I think you're in trouble.
Yeah. We'll see.
Maybe not though.
Everybody, I'm seeing chats already against DSG saying that they're not even going to beat Estral, to which I would just say, give it time. Look, I Summit versus Castle, I ain't worried. I've seen Summit play. Did we not watch the clip that I tweeted out today? Someday wasn't even like the best top laner whenever 100 Thieves pushed his shit in. Someday was like 5th on the list, and he shut Summit down like it was fucking taking candy from a baby. I ain't worried about a thing when it comes to Disguised as of right now.
Mm-hmm. I think they're fine.
So, I like it. And to answer the question in chat, do I get information from players? No. I do not have any pro players in my DMs, to be very clear. And I'm glad I don't, because I've made it clear to everybody that I don't want to know inside shit. If I can't talk about it, I don't want to know. And luckily, everybody's respected that for the most part. At least on the player side, everybody's respected it there. Where it's like they don't message me shit, which good. I don't want to know. I want to be able to have honest conversations with you all and not have to hide shit unless somebody puts me specifically under an embargo. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that DSG is going to be fine down there, actually. Looking at how they finished the year and the way they're feeling as a team and coaching, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
They definitely probably got to get rid of XU. I mean,
he stepped up, though. I will say he stepped up.
He did start to. I just think, I don't know if he's ever going to get there.
He's had enough time that I'm weary. I'd be curious to know what the off-season jungle options look like. Because the problem you have with Disguise right now is Castle's an import and Rahel's an import. So you need domestic players throughout. And can you name me a domestic jungler right now that's better than XU that like deserves the promotion?
No, I don't watch enough.
Exactly. Like we don't know. So I'm just sitting here like, I think he gets another chance and keeps playing.
Yeah.
So.
Dude,
I haven't know, man. What is he even up to? Is he playing?
I don't know.
Like I haven't heard I was surprised I tuned in today and saw TF Blade's name on NAC. I was like, I forgot.
Blabber would be a great
C9 ain't kicking Blabber.
Great DSG pick.
It would be, but they ain't. There's no way.
Fun.
I keep asking this to people. Who the fuck is C9 getting over Blabber? Even though I think it might be time to consider it if you had an option. But what options do you have?
Yeah, there ain't nobody, bro.
No.
Nobody. I don't think there's a single like non-import jungler that you could go with because C9. Oh, Griffin on DSG or C9. I don't know if Griffin is built for that, but
no, I don't think anybody
DSG
is currently.
Maybe
nobody's built for the C9 environment as of yet, at least in my opinion. But also, nobody's built for the Team Liquid environment apparently.
XU is Aries saying XU for C9?
No, there's no way.
I don't know.
There's no way.
He is. Okay,
oh,
he said
well, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a crazy take.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that in a million years.
Bradley, the point is that I don't even know the imports. Like I'm not assuming you're in North America now. You're not gonna import anybody like of significance. Like unless they're scouting like the next Quid and they're trying to get like the next Korean challenger player to like come over and do the same thing that like Loki and Thanos
back and import jungle. That's so funny. I mean, they'll never do that in a million years. That's a funny thought.
I'm curious.
No, if you're them, you go to Riot and you do exactly what like TSM tried to do in years past. You ask for more import slots if you want to get rid of Blabber.
I mean, seriously though.
And you can't tell me TL hasn't been doing that too.
Yeah. Well,
they just do it quietly.
TL's got to rebuild from scratch this year, so they're cooked.
Yeah, dude, they may need some coaching changes too. I don't know, man.
Oh, it's coming. I have no doubt in my mind that Spawn will not be the head coach next year. I'd be shocked if he is. I get
he got them to good places. I just also think like if things aren't clicking, Spawn seems like he's a detriment to a team.
I don't know
A
if
confidence.
it's Spawn being a detriment. Like, I think Spawn's a detriment in the sense of he's not there every day. And you can't, I'm sorry, but you can't coach a sports team from a distance. You tried it, everything collapsed. Now, you could sit here and say that maybe it's the players, but like, I think you got to be there, personally. Like, I would like to see Spawn stay with Team Liquid. I think he's an incredible asset for anybody. And I don't think you get rid of him entirely, but you try and like shift him around to a different part of the org. But I just think you need your head coach to be there every day.
I really don't know, because with Spawn, like, I think if things are going bad, he's really difficult to have around. I don't know if he can turn around a bad team. I think he needs the team like doing well from day one.
Is that fair to say though? Whenever like I just find it hard to say that whenever this is his first head coaching job. We've never had to see him turn around a bad program. No? When he took over last year.
I don't really. I mean, he took over last year, right, on TL?
Yeah, and they finished third. So
yeah.
Or no, didn't he come in towards the end of 2023? Like when they went to Worlds, was he coaching at that point or no? With the like when APA subbed in for Harry and they made that miracle run. I don't think he was a head coach. I think he came in immediately after that. So at that point, Summit left, Piosik
he was
left.
Just the head coach last year, right?
Last year, yeah, but this is 2 years ago now. Like when Summit,
you're going 2 years.
Yeah, ago. I'm saying when in 2023, whenever it was Summit, Piosik, APA, Yawn, Core JJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has to rebuild with knowing that the top two pieces are gone entirely. They bring back Impact, who shows really good form in the first year, and they bring in Umpty, and they're like, I don't know, they're decent. He's never had to he's never been in this situation where the team's like ass, to our understanding. So we've never seen him have to rebuild. So I don't know if I'm gonna put that against him, being like he's like a detriment, because we don't know. Like it could just be this combination of players.
True. Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, you look at
I guess you just give him more time if you want.
And like, to me, from what we're seeing now, this could be, propaganda from TL side in terms of the content that they're putting out. Okay, November 2023, right? Just says so he was not a part of Worlds in that run in 2023. Like, I think Chorus hit his ceiling. Like you're not gonna get above what you're getting from Core right now. Like we've seen him at his peak. He's at like this, like he peaked obviously winning Worlds, kind of came down, like went back up a little bit, and kind of is like plateaued in this area and has like these hit or miss moments where sometimes he's like really on, sometimes he's not. Yawn and APA, at least from the clips that we've seen, appear to be a problem with each other. I don't know if you remember the MSI clip somebody reminded me of like Yawn refusing to like say a pick, and APA went at him, which I agreed with APA in that moment. But like there could be tension between them.
Yep.
And there's clear, like according to the video, they're a horrible locker room culture right now, which is apparently brought on by the players, quote unquote. So
yeah. But I think like a coach can fix that if they want to, right? Harder if you're not there. I get that. But
yes and no, but how do you fix that? Like if the locker room culture is shit and you don't have the budget to go out and just bring in a new player and fire somebody, like if you don't have cause to fire like whatever player it is or bench them, you don't have the money to fix that. You have to wait until the offseason. Like if this was 2019 and Team Liquid didn't can the problem immediately and bring in somebody else, I would agree with you. But we're in 2025 where pennies are tight and you got to make do with what you got until the new year comes around and you can axe the one person's contract and bring somebody else in.
Yeah. I guess it's just, I get Umpty was going through a lot, so there's not much you can do there. But it seems weird that their whole team is like crashing out mentally.
Well, Spawn said it was an issue before Umpty even left.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It seems like the whole like the whole team slowly mentally degrading, that feels like a coaching thing, no? Like,
Unless your players just refuse to get along.
yeah, I mean, you can have, I guess, terrible players.
But I don't know. Either way, I mean, the roster is obviously going to blow up. Clearly, like the 2-year project
Yeah,
has run
yeah.
its course. We know Steve at this point. He's going to make changes. I'll bet you top dollar, the most obvious move is Quid's going to be on Team Liquid next year. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Shopify wants to pay up.
Shopify could pay. True. Like that's the one other contender that I'm looking at. Like maybe.
I'm hoping we do.
You
I
guys
don't
could throw
know
a
how
wrench in
you
it.
don't watch this week and don't go. Like, if you're Shopify, you're not sitting there going, we actually have them if we have a better mid.
Yeah.
Like, if we just have a better mid laner, this is doable.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds awful. I hate that team. Surdy, UG, Quid, Yon, and an import support. That sounds so.
That sounds not
well,
good. That doesn't sound good at
It
all.
sounds fine in NA, but
You need a veteran. You need more veteran presence there. Yon cannot be
I
your
don't
veteran.
know.
Yon's not a vocal person. He cannot be your like veteran presence on the roster. Like you need a leader somewhere in that team, and I don't see it. Quid is an import. So UG and Quid would be imports, and you would have to have a domestic support.
Dude, I don't think UG's worth an import slot. I know they're gonna do what they can to get him.
Well,
to
I mean,
become-
if his green card comes through and he's a resident, that changes everything.
It changes a lot.
Which
Isn't
hopefully-
it nuts though? Like, he's totally not worth an import slot at all. But if his green card changes, all of a sudden
absolutely
it's like,
worth it entirely. Yeah.
We could try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He becomes that's fine.
Yeah.
There's something there. But if he does TL Griffin,
That I could see.
that's interesting.
I mean, either look, I think you're picking up the scraps from 100 Thieves if you're Team Liquid. Like it's going to be a bidding war, depending on what happens with C9. C9's the wild card in all this, because if we beat C9 this weekend, I would not expect C9 to stay the same at all. Like I expect C9 to change, and that throws everything. If C9 beats 100 Thieves, then it's like, well, then it just becomes probably a bidding war between TL and Shopify for the scraps of 100 Thieves, and then whoever you want to pick up from Korean solo queue from there. I think
You also can't import top though because UG. It's tough.
if I will say if Core
Ayla
retires,
isn't bad.
that's the thing. If Core retires, then Ayla 100% goes to Team Liquid, and it's Yon and Ayla, without
Yeah.
question.
Bwipo is a free agent. I don't think TL Bwipo is gonna happen again.
Oh, again? Oh no, I forgot about that. I was about to say I don't see him staying with FlyQuest.
Yeah, I mean, Bwipo is a lot to handle. I don't know if Bwipo is the reason that team's winning. It's hard to tell.
Here's my: if you're Fly,
It's very hard to tell.
if you're Fly, do you not take a chance on Geckos?
Yeah, I think. Well, you should, but I don't know. After watching him, it's questionable.
I'm just
It's
saying.
tough though. I get what Johnny. It does feel like that. That Bwipo is half the reason they lose games, but also Bwipo is like very stable, I guess, at times. He's just stable on champs that are so weird that it's like you'll never. I don't think you can get over the hump with these, but you definitely can in NA. And honestly, if you're FlyQuest and you want to keep things status quo, you want to keep winning NA, and you're okay with this, you can keep that whole roster now.
Yeah, but then you have to fork. I mean, the problem is we know nothing about the money situation, which makes this whole thing complicated. Because like your priority for FlyQuest is making sure that Inspired and Busio stay.
Yeah,
They're the
I guess
two.
without
They are the two pieces you cannot lose. Period. They're the
It's
best
hard,
two
though.
players in NA.
so the without Bwipo Fly is easy to read. It's difficult because you could look at it both ways. Like with Bwipo, they're easy to read too. You know they're not going to pick like most the meta champs. and that leaves you open a lot of good champs. So if you're a better team, like you can actually abuse that. If you're a worse team, then yes. I mean, he is a good advantage for Fearless sometimes. It's so hard, dude. He is so weird.
I
You
know.
cannot,
But the
like,
thing is,
there's just no way
I'm
to
glad
gauge him.
Wright just brought it up though, because like you don't know if he even wants to play.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we're hitting this point where we've got so many players that are veterans in the space that are borderline on that retirement moment. And if they all retire at once, it shakes up so many things. All at once, shakes up so much. But if they all stay, not much has to change if teams don't want it to.
Yeah.
It's just how long do you go? Like, there are going to be certain things that have to change up. Like, for TL, I don't think there's a world where they have both Impact and Core JJ on the roster next year.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Dude, Lunar, that's crazy. That's funny, but that's crazy. For people who don't know, you said rookies. The rookies are 23. That's close to retirement. It's kind of fair, I guess. Because that is the tough thing about APA. Like, I think there are a lot of teams who are... Like, APA is now doomed to the bottom.
The bottom four? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because he's old to people.
Yeah. It's not... Well, no, I don't think APA is old to people. I think APA is limited and fearless, as people have pointed out.
Yeah, but you know the way, like, League works. They're going to be like, we can't fix this. He's too old. He's basically a dead commodity.
A change of scenery might... Look, I will say the same thing about APA that I said about Fudge, in that a change of scenery might be beneficial.
Yeah.
For a lot of these players. Same thing for Impact.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, for Team Liquid, Impact is just one of these guys where it's like, sometimes you get too comfortable and you need a change of scenery. You just need different people around you. You need something else to mix it up, and it works. And sometimes...
Where's he go, though?
Impact? I mean...
No, I'm at APA.
APA? I mean, the new team coming in.
Gosh, I'm so scared, bro.
The new team coming in, APA would be the first person I would target, personally.
I'm so mortified he's going to us.
To you guys? I mean,
Dude,
it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's better than Palfox. Come on.
Yes,
it's better than
now
Palfox.
we're stuck with... Well, now we have two players who are pretty much one-tricks and fearless.
Who's the second?
B-Boy and APA.
Oh, B-Boy. Yeah.
B-Boy needs, like, Lucian or bust.
Well, his Jinx is good. You guys didn't draft him Jinx for some stupid reason.
Yeah, that was dumb. But his Lucian is like one guaranteed game a series.
Yep.
And for some reason, everybody goes, I don't think the Lucian can beat us. And then they go, well, he did it again.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. They're like, how? And I'm like, he does this every series, bro.
This is the... It reminds me of the Hakuo Thresh. It reminds me so much of the Hakuo Thresh, where it's like, this guy's a middle of the road player, and it's Thresh. Like, surely not.
Yeah.
All right, we lost to it once. Let's not ban it. Like, we're not gonna lose to it a second time. All right, well, shit, we banned it. Do we ban it? Nah, we can't ban it a third time now. Surely we just like, no. That's what I think it is. We'll see this weekend.
His Ezreal has been nice too.
He hates playing Ezreal, apparently.
Yeah, he does.
Which I love.
But he's so good at it.
Yeah, and you're going to make Lunar think that I need to play Callista more often because of what I did yesterday in the fucking game. I don't need you putting that out there in the world.
Yeah. Did you guys win a bunch yesterday?
We won the one game that we played. Or no, we won two. I played solo queue with Con. Me and Con played solo queue. I played Callista, won. And then we played a flex game where I played Vayne, and I won. So there's that. But I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like I'm the problem.
I mean, I will say, I think if you guys were smart, you absolutely do everything you can to get quit.
Yeah, isn't that the easy answer, right?
It
Am I
completes
crazy
your
there?
team so much. Fudge looks incredible. Fudge
Yeah,
looks
Fudge looks fine.
amazing. Contracts is performing well. You throw Quid in there, I think you're fine.
And if they really like, I get it if they have some problem with Fudge, which I don't know why they would. Dig is
I
on
don't
a
think so.
fire sale. You might as well go grab Photon while
Well,
he's
I've heard
around.
Photon's laning is like shit. Like the
Oh, is it that
yeah.
bad?
Well,
That's what
in
everybody said he
pros,
was good at.
they had some very choice words
Okay,
for him.
never mind. All
So,
right. That I mean, I liked Fudge, so I'd rather them keep Fudge. I just know like
100%. I think Fudge is
teams
like
get
a
rid of one guy and they start making a ton of changes. You know how it is.
yep.
And it's like, really, what do we need to do? Because there was, I would say, halfway through the year, I was saying everyone needs to prove something to me, but contracts. He was the only one that was locked into me. And then summer happened, and now it's like, okay, everyone has proven something, except really
Except for, I
Palafox.
was gonna say,
Palafox has proven stuff occasionally, but he's also proven that he's awful the other half of the time.
oh dude,
And I get some people hate Seos, like they want him gone too. But I think you keep him for honestly, this is people are gonna hate this take. You have to keep him for the Brazilian Phantom. It's so fun. The amount of people that spam posts like that are Brazilian people and they love him, I think it's fun and he's not actually bad. So it's totally fine to keep him.
yeah, I'm with you
Like if he
on
was
that one.
really bad, I'd get it. If he was a liability, fine. I don't think he's a liability. I
No.
don't think he's like star-studded, but are there really that many supports that you're looking at that you could get? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
I'm trying to think.
you guys are in a similar position that 100 Thieves was a few years ago, in my opinion. Where it was whenever we picked up the Golden Guardians roster, it was DeMonte in mid lane. And you sat there and was like, okay, but at closer someday, FBI, Huhi, like they're playing well enough. We need like somebody that can pop off in mid. And they pick up Abadage, and it's like, okay, are they really going to go from fourth to first with this roster? And it's like, yeah, they make 3 back-to-back finals with it. It's like sometimes a small change can elevate everybody else around them. So I think picking up Quid and taking some pressure off of every other lane, because right now you're guaranteed to have a gaping hole in the mid lane,
Yeah.
after lane, against top teams, against the likes of, even against C9. While I know he performed better than Loki towards the end, there were still a few games where it was a little sus in between. Like, I think you guys picking up Quid and him playing aggressive because Contracts plays a more similar style to River than most other junglers in the league. I think you guys
Mhm.
are hella good.
Yeah, I mean, you could even like well, no, you can't really. You can't. I really don't think you can upgrade other than what we just said.
No, I think Quid
Quid
is
is
your
it. Yeah.
Quid. Like if I'm Shopify, like I'm sending him mailers every day to his apartment, being like, "Hey, thinking about you. Hope you're
Yeah.
hope you're doing okay." Grass
You
it.
are if now, I will say this, if this org cares, you are 100% right now breaking the rules. What is it called when you're not supposed to be talking to people? I can't remember. Tampering. You are
Oh
tampering
no.
right now. 1,000,000% if you care about winning. And I don't care. You better be tampering with Quid right now. It does not matter. You should have no shame. You should be talking to him as much as you can. And I mean just saying everything you got to, bro. I don't care if people are gonna say, no, you're not allowed to talk to him right now. You're both still playing. Don't care. Really don't care. Tampering is totally fine. Everybody does it. If it wasn't fine, then everyone wouldn't be getting away with it. G2 was literally sending out trade requests for a player in the middle of their season last year to another team also playing in the league. Like, that's crazy. If you can do that after the trade deadline, too. If you can do all this stuff and you can keep taking players from other teams and their stats and all this, you can do whatever you want, bro. It doesn't matter. You can literally do whatever you want. Nobody cares. What is Riot gonna do? Show up and investigate you? They got 10 people in that office, bro. They can't investigate. There's no time in the world for them to investigate your tampering. They'd have to outsource it to a private detective.
Aries,
At this point.
here's why tampering would happen in this situation, and because nobody is going to approach 100 Thieves and be like, "Hey, we'll buy you out of your contract." They'll approach Quid and be like, "Hey, your contract's running out. Just promise that you'll be with us."
Yeah.
Like that, you're not paying a fucking penny to 100 Thieves at all to try and sell that contract, because the contract ends this year. You're buying out a contract that would literally like just be over, and you're paying, and he'll enter free agency right after it's done. So it's like you're not going to pay for shit. You're going into the offseason. So this is the situation where tampering ends up happening 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Unless
And a
Quid
lot of
wants
them
to agree to it
allegedly
too,
already
then
have
like
verbals.
yeah. Unless Quid, like, say they transfer like Quid over to Shopify, ASAP, and then he like re-ups and extends his contract. Like then maybe, but like it's
Yeah, and every single one of their contracts ends in November.
yeah.
So like this is the tampering that you do.
Yep.
If you are a winning organization, that's all I'm saying.
This
If
is
you want to
Alabama
win-
SEC 2013
Yes.
rules right here. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, and people are only mad at you for doing it if you're the winner. Like everybody was doing what Alabama was doing. It was just that Alabama was the best at it. So everybody hated them. Like the Big Ten people who say, "Oh, all of a sudden we were all allowed to pay players, and now we're winning," is like the most brain dead take ever. You were paying people too, you just blew chunks. I hate to tell you that. You were paying people too. You didn't magically just have $20 million in donors show up the day NIL started and somehow managed it all perfectly day one with no back end behind it that had already been running. That's all I'm saying. If you know the way college sports works, there was a lot of back end.
Sean just proved your point to the T.
What?
He said this is how people feel about the Astros when the Dodgers, Red Sox, and Yankees did the same thing. Exactly. People only care when you win.
Yeah. 100%.
Now, to be fair, to be very clear, before anybody sees this and is like, "Oh, they're fully condoning tampering." No, I don't actually condone tampering. We're just saying it's probably going to happen. And if it does, in the hypothetical situation where it did, Shopify would be dumb to not be the ones being the first ones to do it versus everybody else.
I totally condone tampering.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you want me to say. I'm a fan. I want my team to try hard to win. If you're not cheating, you ain't trying.
I don't need you getting me shit from Riot because you're out here condoning tampering on this.
I will remind you, I'm a fan of one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time, who walked in, and when the NCAA looked at North Carolina and said, "You gave fake classes to your players," Roy Williams sat down and said, "But we also had real students in there with real degrees. Are you going to take away their degrees and call them fake classes?" And the NCAA went, "Well, I guess we can't do that. That would really suck for those real kids." So they didn't do it, and he left. And he saved a wonderfully well-built, not cheating, just happened to be doing things alternatively, organization. And that is all I'm asking for Shopify. I just want you to do a little alternative organizing of the roster structure. That is it. We're just getting guys a little early. That's all we're doing. If you want it to sound good, we're getting ahead of the game. That's what we're doing at Shopify. We're ahead of everybody else. And
I can't
it's
wait.
Good, it's bad, it's okay.
I can't wait to see what Cloud's tweet is in response to watching this segment later. I cannot wait to see what his thoughts are on that.
When he hears me say, "Let's do a little tampering,"
Yeah.
we're gonna get a little weird with it.
Oh God. Fucking Christ. Anyways,
I mean, it's gonna be okay.
all right, we gotta get off this tampering subject. Jesus Christ,
You know who would be all for this?
Reggie.
Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah,
Pat McAfee would, if he saw his team tampering, he'd be like, "Good, we tried to win."
oh god,
I mean, Quid is that good though. Quid is a guy that you risk the organization for,
yeah.
in my opinion.
I
Like-
100% agree.
Yeah, he's very good at mid lane. So in my head, it's like kind of being like, you got to do this. Like, you have to throw it. But maybe not. Maybe they won't. I mean, if we end up not getting him because obviously TL has just a lot of money, it makes sense. But all I'm saying is the Shopify CEO is worth a couple bills. Not
So
mills,
we're Charlie
bills.
and Moist. So we're Charlie and Moist.
Yeah, and Steve has some big backings, but Shopify is about as big. You can get the same amount of money, bruh. And we're just burning money, and that's okay. Replace a couple of your employees with AI and give that money to Quid. That's all I'm saying. Just do what you gotta do.
To
Get him in there.
Sean, to your point, if Riot starts charging fines, I don't think Paul cares if they fine him $100,000 because by his logic, the CEO will pay $100,000 fine to guarantee that they get quit.
Yeah, dude, the fines are easy. Did you read what the Clippers owner is doing with
Yeah,
Kawhi?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I instantly, when I read that, I sent to my friends, oh, the Pacers are about to sign Benedict Mathurin to a vet minimum. And they're going to say, oh, this is crazy. Benedict Mathurin has an official deal with Simon Malls and is making $50 million a year as a spokesman. We don't know why. It'd be like, all he has to do is show up in one ad a year. That's it. That's literally all you do.
Sean,
bro.
you're missing. You're saying NBA money. We're talking about money that's well above NBA money. We're talking Shopify web money.
Yeah,
That's the money
Shopify-
that Paul's talking about, not your esports money, not anything else. Not that I think that happens anyways, but
Yeah, okay. Tobias Lutke, however you say it, is the CEO of Shopify. He's worth $12 billion. Brother can spare $1 million to pay the fine and you quit. Easily. He wouldn't even have to look from the yacht. He could be destroying the ocean somewhere. Absolutely polluting it to shreds. Not even sweat and press the button to send the fine money. Not care at all. Doesn't even have to know it happened. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And I'm a fan of one of the cheapest organizations in sports.
I would love and hate if you were my general manager of my like LCS league team. Because I would know that you got the killer instinct to win. But you would get me in so much fucking trouble.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Oh,
what do you want me to do? We're trying to win. Like,
Oy vey. All right, this weekend, let's talk about the gauntlet. Let's talk about the actual games that matter this weekend.
Fair.
100 Thieves versus C9. The winner plays the winner plays Shopify. The winner of that series plays FlyQuest. First and foremost, is anybody beating FlyQuest at all? Is there any team from this mix that you think stands a chance against them?
I do think Shopify still does if Palafox can get it together. It's all on Palafox. The rest of our roster is playing great. Like, the rest of our roster looks fine. I mean, we took them... Well, we didn't take them to 5. We took them to
4.
4. But we didn't look terrible, I think.
At points you did.
There were some points we did, for sure. But I think we still can. I mean, it's hard to tell with C9. It looks like they're playing all over the place.
Yeah.
So I have no clue what you call with them. You guys are on a heater. I don't think it's like a heater that actually crushes through the whole bracket. It doesn't feel like a Cinderella run level. It feels like you're just beating the teams you should have been kind of all year, and
Yeah.
you're gonna hit a wall at some point. Now, if there are two people who could miraculously come together and pull it off, it's Quid and River.
That's the thing. Like I know
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, oh, Shopify is still the better team. It's like, look, if there's a combination of two players in this entire league that you should be fucking terrified of when they are clicking, it's the two of them. The two of them
Yeah.
when they are clicking are better than Inspired and Quad. They are. Like simply put, they are.
As a
Even though
whole.
Inspired is the better
Yeah.
player, like the best player of them all, clicking
yeah,
as
yeah.
a duo, they are better.
I
Are
mean,
we gonna
yeah,
get that? No,
he
we
went by a
haven't
whole-
we haven't got that in like a long time, but it could happen.
It's only because Quad this whole year has been pretty bad.
Yeah, Quad seeing the
I
regression.
could see your angle. After last week, everyone's gonna forget all of his sins, kind of thing.
Which they shouldn't. It's Palafox.
Yeah, but everyone is going to sit there and be like, "Nah, he's forgiven. He had a great week, so he's good again." But I feel like everyone's kind of forgetting. There was a week, like I think last week, I felt like a lot of people in the space were starting to say things like, "I don't know how much longer Quad has if he's playing like this." Like there were conversations about him in a real way. So, I mean, I could see it. If it does come down to the Quad it's weird, and the reason what you said sounds so strange to hear to people, I think, and to me, is because Inspired's like up here, and then you have like Quid and River, right, in this scenario where they're playing well,
Yeah.
or like here together, and then Quad would be like down here if he's getting destroyed again.
Yep.
Because there were moments he was very strange.
Agreed. Now the other parts of FlyQuest, yeah, they're better than 100 Thieves, and I can't really contest that. Like Busio is
Yeah,
the
they're all
best
just
support
better.
in the league right now. Blippo is better than I mean, I will give Dokla credit. He is stepping up massively from where he was the first week he came in. Like he is playing notably better. So will that make a difference this week? I mean, this week is going to be your test, in my opinion. If Dokla stands up to Thanatos,
Yeah.
then we could have a conversation that maybe Dokla's on like a 2023 heater. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I still think the bot lane goes like I'm sorry, but nobody's on Busio's level in this league. It's not even close. There's not a support that
No,
can
he's
even
playing
sniff
good
him.
league right now.
So I don't
He's
know.
playing very good league right now.
Who would you say is the MVP right now?
Of the league?
I'm not sure if I'm going to be voting on this or not. Ballots I think come out or get sent out tomorrow for those that are going to participate. I don't know if I'll be included with it or not. But
I think
the
theoretically
thing that I will caveat with this real quick, MVPs for the full year.
Full
think.
year inspired.
Hold up. Was it? I need to check Raz's tweet. Raz clarified it.
Inspired probably. If it's full year.
Yeah, Kia Player of the Year is the thing.
Then yeah, it's inspired.
It's Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year. I think it has to be inspired if it's full year.
If it were this like this part of the year or split 3, summer, whatever the graphic wants to call it these days, I could go Busio, I think. But I just think inspired is so important to that team.
Agreed.
Like when I'm thinking of MVP, I feel like it's inspired. Busio is playing really good right now, though, and you cannot like the narrative right now on Busio. It is hot to the touch, and people are not going to remember what happened in March League or even May for that matter, when somebody's popping off in August
Yep.
and September. They completely forget and they just go with what's new.
Yep.
So Busio's the thing right now. And it wasn't like Busio, I don't know, he wasn't the worst though, right?
What?
The whole year he's been doing good
No,
all
he's
year.
been good all year. Like that's the thing is like
Yeah, that's the problem.
the thing is that like Inspired was just on another level for like the first half of this year. It felt like, and it wasn't until like towards the
Yeah.
end that like Busio is just having these like the thing with Inspire was like you would have these insane pop off moments. And then
Yeah.
you started getting those same moments from Busio towards the end as well, which is even more impressive for a support. But like
Yeah.
MVP is just a split? No, it isn't. MVP is for the full year. MVP and rookie are for the full year.
I mean, if it were for like MSI included, then I would just give it to Inspired for that Trundle game that he absolutely alpha mailed like by himself pretty much
Yeah.
with Blippo. Like he just dragged Blippo around the map and won a game by himself. I can't remember which one it was against Gen G, but that Trundle game was nuts. I mean, that was a moment where you really sat there and just were like, "Oh, this is the dude. Like this dude's crazy," and he
I,
was just making them all.
I got to agree
win.
with Sean. I think the Sejuani game was even better.
That's fair.
The Sejuani
That's
game was
fair. I
just
think
nuts.
Sejuani game was really good. It was just the Trundle game was like he literally was just all of his team's gold with the set, and that to me was just so nuts. But it's splitting
I
hairs.
still
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's tough. Who rookie of the year?
I mean, it's just a great player. You have to enjoy it. Rookie of the year.
Who's even eligible? Scary Jerry,
Sorry, yeah.
Surdy, Scary
I mean-
Jerry, Dark Wings. Good call out from Sean.
Give it to Shaden.
Shaden's not eligible for rookie of the year, I don't think.
Because last year, too much.
Yeah, because he also had that time where he was starting with Evil Geniuses as well. I don't think he's
Yeah,
qualified
that's true.
for rookie of the year. I'd be surprised if he was.
Just make it fun. Give it to somebody. I mean, you could give it to anybody, bro. I don't care. For
Also,
rookie of the year.
Yuji. Yuji is in the.
Oh, that's
I'm trying to name all the rookies. Like I'm trying to
Thank
think through everybody
yeah.
because there's nobody on
Can
C9.
we just
Or no, is
the
Loki a
whole
rookie?
rookie of the year pool?
Wait, is Loki a
Is
rookie?
Loki?
No,
I thought
right?
he played pro overseas. Did he not?
Was he
He might
challenger or was he pro?
Who is eligible for LTA?
I
Rookie
don't
of
think
the
you're gonna.
year?
Because if Loki's
There's
eligible,
no
Loki
way
might
that
get
there's
it.
something actually like telling us who's eligible.
No,
No, there's not anything that would
no,
tell us
I
who's
didn't
eligible.
think I didn't think there would be. I mean, I'll see it when it's on the ballot later, but I'm trying to think there like. If Loki's a rookie, I think Loki probably gets it. Even though he had his struggles, he definitely came back. But like, I can't think of anybody like.
Who's a? I don't know who are the rookies. Is Loki and Henna? Is Henna a rookie? Saint?
I have to go through their histories. I'm not entirely certain.
Well, if Loki is a rookie,
Yeah, you give it to Loki.
It's Loki,
yeah,
right?
it's him.
we just give it to Loki. Make it easy. If Loki, Saint, or
Ooh.
Henna aren't available, then I think we just go. This is kind of a stinky pool. We're actually just gonna keep the trophy this year and just not give it out because it's better we don't. Because if people look back on the Rookie of the Year trophy and see this year, they're gonna go, "Oh, that was tough."
I think
Like,
there's yeah.
It's just not good.
Of the remaining talent, you have to. I think you put it in order of like. It's such small sample size that it really fucking sucks. But it's probably Dark Wings 1, Surdy 2, Scary 3. Am I forgetting anybody else? I think that's it. And
Yeah, they're all
Darkwings, I
just-
think, has to get it because of how much he elevated Disguise. Like, how different they looked with him in there. And while Surdy made Lion better, like, Disguise arguably helped Disguise make or look even more better. I don't know. It's so hard. Henna would not qualify. He played in the LCK. I mean, Henna wasn't going to get my vote either. I think it's just a matter of whether Loki and Saint are it, because I think Loki and Saint get priority in that order 1-2. That would be my prediction.
What did DSG place? I mean, this was such a weird
Last
split.
and
Never
last,
mind.
and then now 5th, 6th.
So Darkwings, I guess, is people's front runner.
Assuming the other two aren't there, yeah. You would think.
How do you? I don't even know because this format was so bad. But I guess, yeah,
It's not that
it's-
it's bad. Look, I don't want to say that. Okay, well, the format was bad. I mean
Yeah.
more of like when you're comparing this year's rookie class to
Think-
last year, it's hard because like last year
Yeah.
the debate between like Masu, Sniper, and who was the other rookie that was in contention last year. But either way, the battle between the top two was like nuts, like a lot of fun to watch. Was Yon a rookie last year? No. Thanatos, yeah, because
Thanatos.
Thanatos came in late in the year, but it was like
Yeah.
you gotta give it to Masu. Like Masu was like the clear choice there.
I think it would be Darkwings because he's made the most impact. He was the most interesting. He made a team that looked awful and then completely rebranded look slightly fun.
I'll tell you right now, I just pulled it up. Yep,
And even slightly rebranded.
it's Loki.
yes.
It's Loki, without question.
Loki is.
Loki has only ever played Homo Life Academy and Homo Life Challengers.
Then it's Loki. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
you
easy.
can't go with anybody else. So that's
Loki, yeah.
the order. All right, that's fine.
So it's just over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because, yeah, Loki's a pretty easy choice.
Yeah. And to Lunar's point, I'm glad he said it. It's not like Darkwings was. They also brought it, like they upended that entire roster. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Other than
Yeah.
XU and Huhi, and that was it. So, all right, give me your predictions before we go on to our final topic. Who do you got this weekend? I need score lines.
Give me 100 Thieves 3-1. Shopify 3-0. And then FlyQuest 3-0.
I'm saying 3-200 Thieves. I'm saying 3-100 Thieves over Shopify. And then 3-0 FlyQuest over 100 Thieves.
Okay.
I think for you guys, the reason why I'm confident in the 3-1 is that if we can get past C9 and we are locked for like the next stage and like the pressure's off at that point, I think the training weights just come off at that point.
Yeah.
And Quid and River just start like really letting loose. And you guys will, and Palafox will not be able to handle that. But it's still not going to be enough to overcome FlyQuest at all. But I legitimately think when it comes to this C9 matchup, as much as I meme and like I'm going to joke on C9 fans, if you had to ask me who I trust more in a clutch situation, like when it's back against the wall, if it does go to game 5, when there's pressure in that moment, this is going to sound really wild to some people. I trust Dokla and Quid in that situation more than anybody on C9. Specifically Dokla. I think what he brings to a team in that moment is just been there, done that, and he's in carry position, or he's in roles that he can pick some carry champs. And I like it. I like his form right now. I think he's trending in a real good direction. And Thanatos, we've seen whenever he's in even lane states, and other pros, including Fledge, have talked about this. If you can keep him even, you can then take advantage. It's very similar to Summit. Very, very similar to Summit. I think if you just go even, that's enough. And then just don't let Loki style on you if you're Quid.
Yeah.
Bot lane, I think we're fine. Your C9's bot lane's not gonna like just outright stomp ours. And if they do, then and we collapse, then fine. Like you deserved it over us. But like,
You talk about a heel turn everyone's had on Sven.
really, I still think he's great.
Tons of people have been now saying that he's like,
He had one bad
maybe
series.
this is the end for him.
Why? He's the same
Switching
thing that
back.
he's been. We just had this conversation 3 fucking weeks ago about how he's Mr. Consistency. He's not going to win you a series. He's not going to lose you a series. Although he did have some in moments in the Shopify series, I will give him that. But like, he's not that guy. So I don't know what people are expecting. He's not MVP caliber that he was in spring, sure. But like, I still think he's great. You don't seem impressed.
Well, if anyone is telling you Sven isn't good at Rule Retire, just don't listen to them again. I don't know, man. When you watch him, do you really think he's a difference maker?
No, I'm not claiming that he is. I'm claiming that he is
You just
stable.
think he's good enough?
I think he
stable?
does. I think he does exactly what you need him to do in the bot lane, which is provide a stable presence that can put out damage, but he's never going to win you a series. That is entirely on the back of Loki and Thanatos.
Well, he's
And
not
honestly,
top 3
Vulcan.
anymore. He was for a second.
He was number 1 for a good bit of this year.
He was. I agree with people.
So like,
I think the reason people are souring is because the B-Voy like ascension has really thrown people off, I think.
yeah. I think top 3 ADCs in the league right now are Yawn, B-Voy, Masu, Sven. Like in that specific order. That's where I'm feeling.
That's true too with Khan. Who's
But-
3 better? I think it's B-Voy, Masu, Yan.
But here's the thing I will say. When you look at why C9 loses these series, yes, Sven gets caught out from time to time, but what's the bigger problem?
What, Blabber?
I would say Blabber runs it down.
Or
And
just
I think
they look
Blabber runs it down in
lost.
some really important moments. More than
He does.
Blabber's been caught out more than Sven's been caught out as of late. And
I think-
Thanatos, who's this
yeah,
guy that you
Trash.
specifically brought in under the knowledge that Sven's not going to carry you like that. Thanatos and Loki are supposed to. When they're not doing that, that's a problem.
I think if you're stuck with a Sven though, you're putting a lot of pressure on the top side of your map.
Sure, but like you sign up for that. Like you know that coming into the year.
Yeah, but I just don't see C9 as a team that wants to do that. I think they want to not have a liability lane. That could be a liability, I guess. And I know people are going to say they're stable, but Sven got picked out quite a bit. I mean, he still does get picked out.
Yeah.
And that does make things tough.
But I think Blabber's been picked out more than he is.
Blabber definitely has, yes.
Blabber's been
playing
having
really
a
bad too.
terrible year when you
Yes.
consider like important moments.
Yes.
C9's obviously placed well. Like they finished 4th in first stand. Not great. They finish 2nd in spring, which was good. And like now, like in summer,
Would you call this a successful year for them? Thinking about it now? 4th first stands, second in summer
it
or
entirely
spring,
it depends on this weekend.
and then
I think for C9, not going to Worlds is a failure. Period.
yes, and then you add
getting knocked out by Brazil at the EWC.
Yeah. Yeah.
To all of that, which I will say sucks for them that we've moved to one team at MSI. Not in their control, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the format we have, so like that does make this year pretty tough. And I think their peak was that spring split, which often is for C9. But that was their peak, really. Well, often is for C9 as of late. I don't want the 2017-18 people to come out screaming, "We've always been good at Worlds." And it's like, brother, the last time C9 was good at Worlds, hadn't even met a lady yet. Hadn't met one, not talked to one. I have a kid now, buddy. I think we've moved on from those days. I think we've really moved on. And I didn't move fast to have that kid. I can promise you that. I took my time.
Oh, God. You want to know the best part?
What?
We don't even have to say no sneaky, no worlds at this point.
True.
It's no fudge, no worlds.
Yeah, for real.
If they lose this weekend, if they don't make it, no fudge, no worlds. They haven't made it to worlds
True.
since they got rid of fudge.
Yeah. That is true. Yikes.
Paul was single in 21. I think you were, weren't you? Or did you guys just start dating, or?
I would have been single in 2021.
Yep. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. We've got our predictions out there. We got everything else out there. We got to continue for one final conversation.
What is this last one?
We gotta wrap this up. Online games or no next year? Are you willing to give up the studio?
Yeah, if it means more road shows, which I don't think it will, so no. That would have to be the caveat. Doesn't mean we're actually going to get out there and go to like places where people can get to. Like Chicago is a good middle area for a lot of Midwesterners. That would be nice.
Yep.
But I don't have any faith in them doing that. Or somewhere in Ohio.
I will say this.
I also don't think they'll do that.
I don't want to see us play in that closet ever again.
I agree with that.
Save me. Apparently, I forget who tweeted it out, but somebody said that like the cost to play in the side studio is not all that different from the cost to play in the main studio. If that's the case, get me the fuck online. The days where we can be in studio, fine, we'll be in studio. Take every penny that you save from being in that side stage to move everybody, or to move us to an online format where just the broadcast is in person. And that's it. I'm fine with that. And that'll get me more games. Use that money, expand the broadcast days, get us so that we can have, like, I want to try and get as close to matching the LCK schedule in terms of day output as we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want. I need more games. I cannot tolerate, like, it's the amount of content that I've been able to put out about the LCK, talking about that on a consistent basis, and like opting to just not talk about it some mornings because I don't have to, but it's still there if you want it. And knowing that the difference between that and how both us and the LEC is set up, oh, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I get the LEC is in more of a pickle than we are. The LEC is one where like the in-person part of it is doing so goddamn well that like you can't just add a bunch of days because obviously they're not going to make the money to do it. The cost of the studio is too much. But
Yeah.
for us, I don't need to see that closet ever again. I could go my life without seeing it. If you want to keep that for Valorant because you need to make sure that we're on the main stage some days, fine. But I'm so over it. And I know there were like the main pushback for this argument for the longest period of time, whenever I listened to like Hotline League and other talk shows like that, was like, oh, but you miss so much by having things even a little bit in person. I don't think you do. I don't think the difference between what we get on those studio day or like the side studio days versus online is tangible in any way, shape, or form. It's immaterial.
Yep.
And even the days that we're in studio, I went back and watched when I was getting those clips for the C9 shit talk this week. Dude, the difference in the crowd is absurd. It's so hard to go back and watch some of those VODs and see the crowd and see where it's at now.
And this is my logic, kinda, is I like what you're saying there, because if you can go online and the side studio and the main studio are that same price, then you could go to a city like Columbus, Ohio, right? Which sounds, a lot of people may be like, oh, Columbus, Ohio. Why is that your example? Because it's within 250 miles of a lot of like big Midwestern cities enough. There's 32 million people within that 250 miles, which is about 4-hour drive, right?
Yep.
3.5 really, because you're going to be on the interstate most of it if you don't have terrible traffic. And 4 hours is where I think most Americans are like, I can do that.
Yeah.
That's about where most Americans sit. 4 hours is like what, I mean, honestly, a lot of Americans will go, oh, 6 hours is light work. Not too bad. If they have to drive somewhere they really want to, they'll knock it out in like 2 stops. But, well, 2 stops if you have kids, like no stops if you're a man, and 1 stop if you need like bladder problems or something.
Yep.
But if you're sitting there with 4 hours, it's like, whatever. I can do 4 hours, and that's like, I'll do that for a fun event I really want to go to.
Yep.
And it's reasonable enough to leave work, get somewhere at your hotel at night, sleep, and go to the event the next day. And Columbus is just perfectly within that.
Yep.
For a lot of places. I mean, Chicago also is. Chicago's in a great spot for the Midwest. You could hit both of those and hit good spots. You could go to random places in PA, and you'd have people coming out. You go to Georgia, you'd get a lot of the South knocked out for yourself. I mean, there's just so much you can do in New York City. You know, LA and Texas are all obvious, like,
I mean,
easy answers.
I mean, LA, I'm done on. But
well,
like,
yeah, LA, my bad. They're a little overdone, but
I think you could a 2,000 seat theater in New York. Come on, we could sell that shit out with ease. Come on,
so easy.
So
You would have that sold out so quick.
easy.
I firmly believe you could sell out a 2,000 seat arena in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think enough people would drive to Cincinnati, and I think there's just enough people around it. I mean, I think people forget how big Ohio is, population-wise, and Pennsylvania, for that matter. Those are 2 very populated places. New Jersey, too.
The thing that just scares me a little bit,
Get around.
the thing that worries me just a tiny bit, is like I remember 2023 finals and like seeing so many of the open seats in some of those arenas. But then again, like we're talking like 16,000 seat arenas. Like you don't need that. You just need 2,000 to 3,000. That's it.
Yes.
Like I haven't checked LTA finals now to see what they're doing, because that's like a 7,000 to 8,000 thing, which is quadruple still what I would personally push for like a regular season roadshow or something like that. I just want to see us do it. I want to see us be able to sell out one of those spots, because it would feel really goddamn good to be able to do that. We haven't sold out a venue in so long.
Yeah.
So
and
long.
every team hosts their own. Like, you have to remember that is something you need. You need every team hosting one, because you need to let the teams pick who they want to bring, right? Like a couple of them. There's going to be one other team you should probably sister with them to go and force them to take, but they should be able to pick the other 2. And the only reason being is that you do have to sell some tickets.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to let teams pick some of the more popular ones, and maybe not let them pick, but usher them into a couple and take what they want and work with them
I mean,
there for a
if
couple of them. And it
shit,
really doesn't have to be the whole league. It only has to be 4 of the teams, which is, well, that's half our league.
I was gonna, one, that's half the league, but two, like if you
Shoot.
have Ludwig
Jeez.
out there, if Ludwig's like, hey, I'm going to New York and doing a meet and greet with everybody, there's no way you don't sell out 2,000. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's so many Ludwig fans that
I
could.
mean, in New York, I feel like you should be able to sell out 4.
I
2,000
think
should
so
be for
too.
the
The only thing I
Midwest.
worry about with 4 is the cost of the venue.
I see what you
It
mean.
would be
Okay.
high.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reduce costs as much as you can, but I think we could easily do 4. 4
Yeah.
is like Radio City Music Hall, right?
Really?
I won an
Wow.
event at Radio City so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, it just doesn't feel like we can't get into these. And the convention centers are so good in a lot of these cities. I feel like we don't use them. And I know Riot wants to be like, we're better than setting up like crappy chairs, you know? Those folding chairs. And it's like, you're really not, bro.
no, you're not.
It's okay. And all of them have like cushions.
Yep.
They're gonna be fine. Like, it is what it is, bro. And the amount of like goodwill you build with people by just getting into a city, people will randomly go and they may become a fan.
Yep.
People just like going to events here.
Yep.
Like, it's so tough.
I don't know.
Because I mean, even Indy has a crazy convention center.
Yeah. I mean, how
We
you,
host Gen Con every year.
how you can go to Baltimore. I've been to multiple volleyball
Yeah.
tournaments down in Baltimore
Yeah,
at
they have
the
a
convention
really
center
good
there. Don't go to the Unos, by the way, in Baltimore. For a tip for everybody out there, unless you want your pizza to come in an hour and 45 minutes and for it to be wrong. But that's just me. Baltimore's not the safest city in the world, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could stay at Paul's grandmother again if we go out to Indy.
Yeah, everyone's staying with my random family members.
Yep.
The funniest thing is you're all about to meet what like Hoosier hospitality actually means. All my family would just be like, sure.
Yep.
We have a room we can find him in. This is what the Midwest is like actually that. It's the same idea as the South. You literally just go, we'll put him up there.
Yeah. Oh, that's my family because I mean we're Pittsburgh native. That
Yeah.
was like
Which is
wherever we have a couch or bed, somebody can sleep. And
Yes.
even then, if there's a large enough space on the floor, you can fit somebody on the floor as well. Like
Yep.
we can make it
Yeah.
work for like a day. We can make it work.
Oh yeah. And that stuff is like so good for sports.
So good.
So good. But for whatever reason, I know we just don't want to do it. It's just I think that's a way better deal.
Yeah.
Save all that money to put it into travel costs, and your event should make money. If you cannot figure out how to make money at these events, I just don't get it.
Fun fact.
Somehow you should get the money back.
Fun fact: we have 2 air mattresses in our apartment. We have a queen size and a twin size. air
That's
mattress.
awesome.
So we can fit between Emily and I like sleeping like Emily and I on our bed, somebody on the
Yeah.
couch, 2 on the queen, 1 on the thing. Like we can fit people in a
That's
tiny
awesome.
tiny
Yeah.
place.
That's sick.
But
Yeah, it just is killing me that I don't know. I know we've talked about this forever. I mean, we've talked about this since this podcast started,
Yep.
which is now, may I remind people again, one of the longest running
yep,
LTA North Pacific podcasts.
yep.
We believe the longest running, but we don't know.
We can't vet
Which
that at
fits
all.
us. Yeah, completely fits us.
Entirely on brand.
Yeah. But it's killing me that since we've been going, we've been saying road shows are the future, and every other region is like actually sitting there just doing them. And LTA North is still at this point where it's like, we don't know, man. They seem unstable. I mean, shoot, bro, you could put them in high school gyms at this point, and you'd have 2,000 seats.
Yep. Could. Isn't the dive longer? We are the longest non-Riot affiliated. We've been
Oh, yeah,
we've
that's
been
what
very
it
clear
is.
on that.
Long non-Riot affiliate. That was my
Non-Riot
bad.
affiliated.
I didn't say that
Yep.
part.
You
Yeah.
fucked that one up.
Yeah,
Fucking up our promo.
I did mess that up. But if you even just went to high school gymnasiums, it would be fine.
Ugh.
Like you could pull it off. Or
I
yeah,
didn't-
colleges too. Colleges would take that in a heartbeat.
I'm trying to think. The school that I nearly went to instead of Methodist was called Campbell University, the Fighting Camels. Dude, their gym could fit like 3,000 people in it. But it was like an upscale, like what you would expect for like a D2 like basketball like school.
Yep.
Dude, that was in the middle of bum shit Egypt, but it's a good gym. It would
Yep.
do really, really well for an event
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. Oh, it'd be so much
Oh,
fun.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all you gotta do. Make it easy. Those Rocket League high school tourneys hit.
Oh, I know.
they hit.
They do so well.
Yeah, they're good.
But we'll
Yeah,
see.
you could do just Division 2 colleges, areas, and people to go.
I'm curious if we find out whether all this is going to happen or not prior to Worlds or after Worlds. Which, by the way, I don't know if you saw, Riot's ramping up.
Are they?
It's officially begun. Like, they changed the color of the LoL Esports Twitter to black and white, which is going to be the color theme this year. If you don't know, like, the Worlds unlock boxes always have kind of given away the themes. It's always kind of been blue and white a little bit, but there's always like a touch of a different color. Last year was like gold, blue, and white. The year prior was like red. They had like the something to your glory thing. I don't know, with the Renekton and Leona thing in the background. This year's giving full Invictus Gaming colors, and I'm here for it.
I'm down. I'm very down.
I can't wait. Dude,
Okay.
we're getting into that point. Like once we get past this weekend, and we're officially in like cross conference playoff time, and like everything's set. Oh, dude, I'm so ready.
Yep.
So ready. It's the best time of the year.
Okay, I googled it, and Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is where Butler plays, right?
Yep.
Like Gordon Hayward, all them. It's a 9,100 capacity arena, so a little too big, right?
Yeah.
They'd have to only do bottom bowl, but they have like nothing going on in September, pretty much. They have 3 events. You're telling me you couldn't call them up and pitch an idea of like run lower security,
Yep.
bottom bowl only, like we'll just cut off the top half and get it for a fairly good deal, and it'll be a college event, so you can like we'll throw in some tickets for your students
Yep.
and work a deal. I just feel like you can work a deal somehow.
Surely.
And that's in the heart of Indy. Like
Yep.
the heart of Indianapolis.
Bro, imagine the content that you could make with like just getting Butler students to come up or come out for this event. Just have like Captain Flowers just
yeah.
like going around to the dorms and being like, "Hey, you want
Yeah.
do you want to know what League of Legends is? Like let me promo and pitch this to you."
For real, I bet you if you offered to just pay it to the NIL, not to the stadium, I bet the NIL would run the whole thing.
Oh,
Or
without a
like
doubt.
the NIL management
Yep.
would help you run it, and it would be cheaper than paying the direct stadium event.
Yep.
Like they just get you a deal. That's the way you do it. You make it an NIL thing. That right there is it. And like Khan is saying, colleges do want events for their students. It engages them. I mean, there's got to be some way to make that work.
Gotta be. We can make it work. Spawn versus 10 college kids debate. No, I need Dom. I need Dom. I need Dom versus 10 college kids. I can't imagine how Dom would do it against like drunk college kids.
Yep.
Oh, it'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah. I just don't know. There's just something about it that bothers me so much that they're not even, I feel like, trying.
Hopefully we get
To-
it soon though.
Roadshow. When I know T1 is not the example you want to use because T1 is too big, honestly. They like set the wrong tone. But if K-Core could do it the way they did it, most people can because they grew themselves up.
Yep.
And they took time and they did it in tier 2, not even tier 1. Like, I don't know. You got to be able to do it.
Yep.
But I mean, at this point, I'm basically checked out with Disney.
I was gonna
I'm gonna
say.
try to watch. I'll watch this weekend though. I won't be there for this weekend, but next weekend I'm gonna have such low knowledge. Do they go right into cross
Yep.
play?
I think it starts next week.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough. I'll be in the happiest place on earth, so I don't really know what's going on in League. But I'll watch the highlights.
Sounds good to me. Next week, folks, I'm going to be doing a special edition of the show. We are going to be doing a call-in special of the Crossover podcast. I've been feeling like Hotline League is kind of been missing. Like, we're missing that community outreach and community touch to get people's opinions on things. So next week, I'm going to open up the call lines for people since Paul's not going to be here. And we're just going to talk. One-on-one, you and me, we're going to have a conversation. That's about it. Any final words before we head out?
Yeah, Georgia looks back. Florida looks bummy, which is good.
We had catch of the year up until 24 hours later, whenever Miami decided, we're going to snatch
that one
title
guy
from
goes,
you.
whoa.
Yep.
And Georgia fans, bro, were so mad for that. I instantly went to the Georgia subreddit because I knew there were going to be people in there. Max coping. Carson Beck actually threw a pick there, and the receiver bailed him out, and he's actually really bad. And I was like, bro, you guys are so jealous that last year our wide receivers dropped every catch.
Yep.
They led the league in drops, and everyone just kept blaming Beck. And then he went to a place that has wide receivers and actually tried to get some, and he starts popping off on Notre Dame. And I was like, exactly, bro. He can do it when he has real wideouts. But I digress. The Branch brothers, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Have you seen that Georgia has? Bro, them Branch brothers are crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. I didn't think both of them would be that good. I knew they were high ranked. Don't get me wrong. I knew they were big gets from USC. But I was like, how good can you really be? And then both of them come in and just dog. I mean, that's great. Dogs eat. Our corners are bigger than everybody's. Our D-line is bigger than anybody's. That's just how it is. Our defense is insane. They're absolute animals. I mean, to their core, those hedges are going to be them dogs as hell all year. The offense needs some work. Actually, the run game is dog water. I hate the run game. I watched it the whole night, and I thought them boys are too small. And I know they're big boys, but they got to get bigger. They ain't running hard enough. They don't get in the trenches hard enough. The fact that Marshall stopped them a couple times pissed me off. Sam told me that I'm the most annoying human alive because it was 21-0, and I said this team might never win a game again. And I was dead serious because I was livid. They got 3 and outed by Marshall. That's embarrassing. I don't care if you had 3 tuds leading in. 3 and out to Marshall is not good. Just my opinion. And things can go wrong. But that's not good. So, I don't know. I need a bounce back week against the rough and tough Austin, PA.
Meanwhile, we have the University of South Florida who just barely missed getting ranked. Had they gotten ranked, let me run you through the schedule real quick. Say they would have gotten like 25th. It would have been 25 South Florida, number 3 LSU on the road at LSU, number 5 Miami on the road at Miami, number 7 Texas, luckily at home, number 19 Texas A&M on the road before we finally get an unranked opponent in Mississippi State, and then immediately follow that up with Georgia at home.
Yeah.
What the fuck is our schedule this year?
I mean, bro, they're just bad schedules this
Dude,
year, I think.
If we can go, honest to God, if we can just lose to 3 of those teams and keep it close, we're a playoff team with 3 losses. And I refuse to accept any other answer. Like, if we get through this year with only 3 losses and they're all close, like we don't get blown out at all, we should be a playoff team.
Yeah, I actually agree.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, the good news is LSU are frauds.
I agree. I'm not sold on LSU at the moment.
Clemson's bad. Dude, that
We
QB
don't
at
even play
Clemson.
We don't play
is
Clemson.
So
Oh no, you meant
bad.
LSU Clemson.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
meaning LSU beating them. I was watching that QB. I've been watching him for 3 years because I'm an ACC man. I can tell you every year he's terrible. And that running back Will Shipley made Clemson's offense move when it shouldn't have, and they'd be like, "Oh, Cade Klubnik is just dragging them down the field," and then you look at the box score and you'd be like, "Okay, Cade must have had a great game. All they did was hype him up," and Will Shipley has like 30 carries for 240 yards. And they're like, and Cade Klubnik is on 130 yards passing, and they're like, he's just willing them to victory. It's like, dude, he's so bad. I mean, he's just terrible. But and then LSU does all that. So what do? LSU goes to third, which what does that do for me? Nothing but good things.
I was
think
happy
we
to
should be
see.
eighth.
I'm so glad that they didn't put Penn State at 1. I was worried they were going to.
I really want Georgia to move down to like 8 or 9. I think that's a good spot.
8 or 9 is kind of going to be that sweet spot where people don't put too much pressure on you, but you're still hungry.
Yeah, that's where you want to be. You want the dogs barking.
Miami at
You don't
5, I'm
want
not going to
these
lie to you, is
prime
kind of
time.
crazy.
Very crazy.
I don't
But
understand that.
it's because you're about to get it. Brother, I have been fighting the political battle of college football for a long time. Notre Dame has to be in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to punish them for taking these good games. So their only thought is we're going to rank high all of their opponents they lose to. Last year, the only reason they couldn't do that is because they lost to NIU.
Yeah.
And then Notre Dame, of course, pops off and goes to the finals, which good for them. Got lucky, but good for them. So they give them that, whatever. But this year they realize Notre Dame's kind of booty, kind of cheeks. I mean, nobody has a good QB. I ain't gonna lie. I watched probably 32 games that day. I had 2 multi-views going on at once. I had 8 games on at once. I studied all the film, and I can tell you, all 16 quarterbacks I was watching at any given time were all terrible every time. I don't know how. I mean, your guys is good. Ours is awful. He looks terrible. The Georgia one, they keep calling him adult. He's a white guy who can only run. I don't even know how those exist.
I need to know how Drew Howard's going to do this year.
He's fine.
Dude,
I just think he's a bum.
Their schedule's so stupid. They
He's
play
100% the Colts' next QB, and it's gonna kill me.
Yeah. They play. Penn State plays only 3 ranked opponents this entire year: Oregon, Ohio State, Indiana.
Well, that's pretty good.
We have 9, 8. Sorry.
Yeah, but is Texas A&M really a ranked opponent,
Yes.
or are they a ranked opponent? Let's be real.
Look,
By the end of the year, is Texas A&M a ranked opponent?
by the end of the year, yes, because what happens with A&M at the beginning of every year is they lose like those 2 cupcake games that they really shouldn't. They drop out and go unranked, and then they cause like 3 upsets as they're like actually like still a like top 25 team, but at the bottom of it. And then they like beat Alabama, they beat Georgia out of nowhere, and it's like, okay, well, what the fuck? Like,
Dude, their schedule's crazy. What?
who, A&M?
This is so easy. I'm about to read this to you. You're going to be like, how'd they get this? UTSA, Utah State, Notre Dame, Auburn, Mississippi State. Then they play Florida,
Okay.
Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, South Carolina, Sanford, Texas.
What the
For
fuck?
SEC schedule, that's pretty good.
That's
no.
Hang on.
Only way it's better is if you swap out LSU for Oklahoma.
And it's Florida at home too for them.
Yeah, they're at Texas and at LSU. Oh, at Notre Dame. That's a toughie.
Yeah.
But that's not too bad. That's 4 ranked.
4 ranked compared to our
2, 3, 4. No, it's 5. That's unfortunate. Maybe they are tough.
4 compared to our 8, might I remind you. And we
Hey,
closed the year against Florida State. You
I
guys
will
get a
remind you.
cupcake against Georgia Tech. We have to close with fucking Florida State.
Georgia Tech has a great QB.
Are they even
Haynes
ranked?
King.
Are they even ranked?
Not yet.
Shut
They
your
will be.
mouth. Shut your mouth.
They always get ranked by the end of the year.
Shut your mouth.
But and you're acting like Florida State's tough. That's crazy.
They're not bad.
Bama's just bummy.
They're not
Bama's
bad.
bummy.
I
I
agree. Bama is kind of bummy, but they're still not bad. They
are strong though. Their defense is
the thing
huge.
with Florida State is last year, I will continue to say, was an anomaly. Things start going wrong. It goes downhill real quick, but it's not hard to bounce back from an extremely bad year. It's not a full sign of the decline of the program.
Yeah.
Like that's
true.
my thing.
Is okay. Here's a take. Last year though, Georgia's schedule, was that not one of the craziest ones you could have though? They played Texas on the road, Bama on the road. Our Florida game every year is a neutral site game.
Always.
Tennessee at home, which was easy, I guess. But let me find the rest. Gosh dang it, where are we? Gosh, quit making this so hard, ESPN.
Hey, don't insult,
Give me 2 seconds.
Don't insult my program like that.
Yeah, my bad. Oh, Ole Miss on the road.
Ole Miss.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Clemson at a neutral site to start the year. That's a tough schedule. They played 1, 2, 3 on the road games. Like ranked games. And won 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, but you guys were a top 14.
Lost 2 out of the 3.
Weren't you a top 14?
And then won. Yeah, and then they beat Texas at in the SEC championship. Might I remind people?
Yeah.
And
so the expectation is for you to win. You're acting like you're a 15, 16 seed team. All right? You are the top team. You are the team that people are going to play against to try and beat. Like, people look at you and say that you are the hard one on the schedule, not them. So don't sit here and try and blow smoke up my Oh, we had 7 difficult opponents. You were favored in fucking all of them.
yeah.
We are not going to be favored in at least half of these. We're not going to be favored against LSU. We're not going to be favored against Miami. We're not going to be favored against Texas. We're not going to be favored against Georgia. And we're probably not going to be favored against Florida State, depending on how their run goes.
Well, hold up here. We played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ranked opponents, not 9. You played 9?
No, we play 8. Had South Florida been ranked, it would have been the most in NCAA history.
What is your schedule? I need to see it again. I need to see it with my eyes.
You need to see
my
it,
brain
dude.
can't
It's
comprehend
wild. It's so wild.
This. Okay, and this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can sit here and you can try and blow smoke on my ass, but when you see it, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
More of them are in the top 10. Bro, I kept going down and I was like, I know they play Georgia. When's this game hit? And I went, oh no.
It's like, bro, we don't get a break. And we're on the road for the first 2.
You play 3 ranked opponents, 1 unranked, then Georgia, then one unranked, then 3 ranked opponents. That's crazy.
It's so wild. It's so wild.
For your lives out there.
It's the hardest schedule in
gosh.
NCAA football. It for a clear
Couldn't
reason.
have happened to worse people. Good for you. Good job.
Yeah.
I feel for you. You know I do. Oh man, you're gonna have to go into that Georgia game like it just doesn't stop. And Georgia's gonna be like, we hate you. And you're gonna be like, please stop.
Or we pull like if we pull this off, that Florida Georgia game is going to be one of the most hype matches ever.
Oh man,
If
dude, if you guys come in hot,
if we make the run, if we're able to pull off wins against LSU, Miami, Texas, we might be talking a 1-2 matchup between Georgia and Florida.
dude, Texas could be in trouble. Yeah, you guys, dude, it would be 3-4 because they gotta leave Ohio State and Penn State up there. Let's be real.
Nah, I think if we come on.
Do you think for the story we bump them up for a week?
No, I mean, I'll make this valid claim to you right now. If we go into our matchup with you guys undefeated, we're the number 1 team in the country.
That's true.
Period. We are. We will have 3 wins against top 10 opponents. Nobody else in college football will be able to say that. Nobody. Like we will be the number 1 team in the country. Dude. You guys at that point, for context, if you go into that matchup, you'll have 2. You'll have 3. You'll have a 22, a 21, and a 20. So you could be up there, but Ohio State, I don't know what their schedule looks like. We already established that Penn State. We already established that Penn State plays fucking nobody. And same thing for Ohio State. They play nobody. If both of us go undefeated into that matchup, we are 1-2 in the nation.
Yeah.
And it's the most hyped regular season game of all time.
How did Ohio State get this schedule? I guess the back half of the Big Ten is just really bad.
It is. Like, that's the problem. Whereas, like, your middle ground of the SEC is just, like, there. But your top teams of the Big Ten are insane.
They are really good right now.
They're really good. And I'm not trying to, like, dismiss them at all, but, like...
Yeah, they've peaked, for sure. They're very good right now.
Dude, I'm just scared. I get one more week to relax.
Dude,
I get one week, and then my last... The end of September... Like, here's the thing. Leading into Worlds... I might be a depressed mess.
You might.
100 Thieves could be gone. Florida could possibly have 3 straight losses. Like,
yeah.
Oh, God.
Gosh. And them dogs is hell. They're coming. They're hungry.
They're hungry. We kept going for like 30 minutes after we said we were going to go.
Well, it's because
college football is just too good.
It's so good right now. It's peak entertainment.
It is.
It really is.
Yep.
I mean, and it's good.
Agreed. All right, folks.
Also, I died laughing. Oh, you're good. We can.
Yeah, I was just going to end it so we can chat offline. Yeah. But, folks, that's going to be it for us. If you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms. Paul is 23 Tar Heels 50 on Twitter. Beyond that, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you all next week. I'll have the rendezvous out for Friday. C9 fans, look the fuck away.